السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. Brothers and sisters, welcome to Tajweed class. In this class, inshallah, we shall discuss the topic which is الحروف القمرية والحروف الشمسية. When you say الحروف القمرية, it is translated in English as the moon letters. And when you say al-huruf al-shamsiyya, it is translated in English as the sun letters. So when you say the moon letters and the sun letters, what are they? And the answer to that is that the huruf al-hijaiyya, the 28 letters which we've learnt already from the Quranic alphabet, they are divided or categorized into two categories, which are al-huruf al-qamariyya, the moon letters, and the second category, al-huruf al-shamsiyya, the sun letters. So, brothers and sisters, let's note that each of these categories consists of 14 letters. For example, al-huruf al-qamariyya consists of 14 letters. And the other category, al-huruf al-shamsiyya, consists of the other 14 letters in total, which makes up the 28 letters of the Quranic alphabet. So the question now is, how do we identify the letters in the first category and the letters in the second category? This is very, very simple. That's what we are going to talk about now, inshallah. So when you say al-huruf al-qamariyya, which means the moon letters, there are 14 letters in it. And what are they? To identify them easily, let's write out all the 28 letters accordingly, from alif all the way to ya. So in this alphabet altogether, we can select them easily. When you say al-huruf al-qamariyya, the moon letters, let's select them. We select the first alphabet, which is alif. Alif written with hamza, it's all the same. Alif or alif hamza or hamza, we call it. So hamza, we take that. Afterwards, the next letter is ba, we take that as well. Afterwards, we skip the next letter, which is ta, and we skip the next letter, which is tha. We then move on to jim. We take jim. After jim, we take ha and then kha. After that, we skip the following letters until we reach ayn. We take ayn. Afterwards, ghayn. Afterwards, fa. Afterwards, qaf. Afterwards, kaf. And afterwards, the lam, we skip that as well. We remove it. It's not part of it. Afterwards, we go to mim, we take that. Afterwards, we go to noon, we skip that. We remove noon because it's not part of this division, which is al-huruf al-qamariyya. So when we skip noon, noon is not part of it. We go to wow. After that, ha. After that, ya. In total, making up 14 letters. And these 14 letters are known as al-huruf al-qamariyya, the moon letters. Now, in the other hand, let's choose the letters which fall in the second category, which is called al-huruf al-shamsiyya. The huruf al-shamsiyya are the sun letters. And in this category, we have 14 letters. In the first selections that we did, the 14 letters that we selected are for the qamariyya. The ones that we did not select are also in total 14. They all fall in this second category. So all the remaining that we did not select in our former selection, they all fall in the category of al-huruf al-shamsiyya, the sun letters. Now let's name them. So when you write out all the huruf al-hijai, for example, you skip the alif or hamza. Alif, hamza, you skip it. Then you skip ba. Afterwards, we take ta and then fa. They are part of the Shamsiyya. Afterwards, we skip jim, ha, kha. We skip them all. They are not part of it. After them, we take dal, zal, continuous like that. Ra, za, sin, shin, sad, dad, ta, za. So afterwards, and then we move on to lam. Lam is part of it. After lam, we skip the mim. Afterwards, we take noon. Noon is part of it. And afterwards, the rest, they all fall in the first category, which is Qamariya. So the ones that we've selected here are the Hurufu Shamsiyya, the sun letters. I hope this explanation is clear. And to select them, the Shamsiyya or the Qamariya, it's very, very easy if we follow this pattern. And also, there is another method of memorizing it easily. That's by putting it in a word and combine it into a sentence. For example, let's start with the Qamariya. For us to memorize the 14 letters of the Qamariya, we can easily memorize them from the following wordings, which I quote. Ibegi hajaka wa khaf aqimah. As short as it is, it consists of all the 14 letters of the Qamariya, of the moon letters. I repeat, Ibegi hajaka wa khaf aqimah. So when we check these wordings that we've just mentioned, we will notice that each of the wordings consists of the Qamariya letters, one by one, all the way to the last one, which counts the 14th letter of it. So let's start with the first word, which is Ibegi. If we look at this, it starts with Hamza, and then Ba, and then Ghain. They are all part of the Qamariya, the moon letters. And the second wording is Hajaka, which consists of Ha, Jim, and Kaf. They are all part of the Qamariya letters, which are the moon letters. And then Wakhaf consists of Waw, Kha, and Fa. They are all part of the Qamariya letters. And then Aqimah, which consists of Ain, Qaf, Ya, Mim, and Ha. In total, all of it making 14 letters. And these are exactly the 14 letters of the Qamariya, meaning the moon letters. Therefore, the letters of the Qamariya, which are the moon letters, can be easily memorized in this sentence, which is Ibegi hajaka wa khaf aqimah. I repeat, Ibegi hajaka wa khaf aqimah. So brothers and sisters, this is where our lesson will stop, inshallah, for this particular class. I hope we've all understood this particular lesson. And the summary of it is that the huruf al-hija'i consists of 28 letters. And these 28 letters are further categorized or divided into two categories. Namely, al-huruf al-qamariyya, which consists of 14 letters. And the second category, al-huruf al-shamsiyya, which consists of another 14 letters, in total making up 28 letters of the Hija'i. So when we say al-huruf al-qamariyya, it is translated in English as the moon letters, which consist of 14 letters, just as we've mentioned shortly. And then when you say al-huruf al-shamsiyya, it is translated in English as the sun letters, which consist of 14 letters as well. So in total, 14 letters of the Qamariyya, the moon letters, and the 14 letters of the Shamsiyya, which are the sun letters. When they come together, they make up the Huruful Hijaiyya in total. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Allah